Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Have a Pint. Today we have Rebel IPA from Boston Beer Company. It is a single IPA, 6.5% alcohol by volume, 45 IBUs. The description on Untappd reads, new recipe and label in early 2017. Rebel IPA now has a more intense, juicy, tropical, and citrus flavor, supported by a leaner body and a crisp, clean finish to optimize the hop character. I have never actually had Rebel IPA. I had their original IPA, which I don't remember the name of. Let's see. I know this offhand. I've had Whitewater too. That was pretty good. Oh, I had the New England IPA on Monday night, although I don't know if that's actually what it is. I had it at the movie theater. And from everything I've read, New England IPAs are supposed to be like juicier, not real bitter. This thing was really good, but it was very bitter and no juicy characteristics whatsoever. And it wasn't hazy at all like I would have. It looked like just a regular IPA. Now, it was amazing. I really loved it, but that is not what I was expecting, having thought it was actually a New England style. If it actually is, I possibly had the wrong beer. Yeah, this says 35 IBUs, and I feel like what I had had vastly more. Let's read into this. Known for a juicy, luscious mouthfeel and opaque, hazy appearance. Are best enjoyed fresh. And that does not describe this at all. Let's see. Let's read this whole thing. Born inside our Nana Brewery in Boston, Sam Adams New England IPA is a medium body, hazy brew featuring a big punch of citrus juiciness. Not what I had. So, next time I go there, or it wasn't Monday night, it was actually last Thursday, sorry, it's been a little while. I went back there last Tuesday, but I didn't have it again. I'm going to let them know, though. I'm gonna ask to try it. If that is not what that is, I'm gonna tell them, you don't actually have New England IPA on there. Because it is not at all what it's described as. The slight sweetness is perfectly balanced by the pineapple and grapefruit hop character. I liked what I had, but pineapple? Holy shit, I love anything with pineapple. Anything. I don't necessarily, I was going to say sorry about the language, but I'm not necessarily going to try not to swear on this channel. It's just part of who I am. But, I want to keep it fairly to a minimum. And damn, now I want to actually have that. Pineapple! What I had before was Latitude 48 IPA. And I really liked that one. I also had their deconstruction. I mentioned all this in another video, though. I also had their deconstruction package when that came out, which was very interesting. I don't remember it at all. But it was very interesting. Anyways, so on Untappd, this beer gets a 3.5 rating. And I love that Sam Adams does this. You can see there, it shows when it's supposed to be drank by. You might not be able to read what it says, but I am cutting it very close. It says July 2018. Today is, I think, the 28th? I think it's the 28th. Yeah, the 28th of June. So, we don't have much time, so let's get this poured. Alright, so this is going to have a fair head. It's going to have a big head. But we got it all in. Let's get this on camera. So we have a little more than 3 fingers worth of head. The beer I had actually looked pretty similar to this. If I drink this and it tastes exactly like what I had, I'm gonna laugh. Although this only has 45 IBUs, I feel like what I had a lot more IBUs than that. Let me just do a quick search here. Rebel Bruiser, 85 IBUs. That's sounding closer. And I swear it was fairly alcohol, had a fair amount of alcohol in it too. Even though Rebel Grapefruit has a lot more than this does, but I feel like if it's got a lot of grapefruit presence, it's probably counterbalanced by that grapefruit. Maybe it was their Rebel Juiced IPA, I don't know. That one. No, that sounds closer actually to a New England style. And definitely didn't have any mango. But it looked exactly like this one. Anyways. Very white head. I mean, it's shadowy through there. You can kind of see through it. A lot of bubbles. This smells exactly like what the theater had for that tap that said it was New England style. I feel like maybe they did have that, and since I don't think anybody there actually knows beer, it might have popped and they had this, and they threw this on, not realizing that not realizing they needed to change the tap handle, or maybe they didn't realize that a New England style IPA is vastly different than a West Coast IPA. But this smells exactly like what I had there. I never rated the New England IPA because I don't trust that that's actually what I had. And that would not be the brewery's fault. If it's something like, and I probably already put the video up, that beer I had where I swear it was not what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be an IPA and it was malty as hell and no bitterness whatsoever. If it was that kind of case, I'll rate the beer that way because that's the brewery's fault. But they should also be aware as well. And I was a bad boy and I did not make them aware that what I had was not what it was supposed to be. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I don't know for sure if that wasn't what it was supposed to be. Maybe they were going for a very malty IPA. Anyways, last person who drank this has the same name as me, or at least has rated it. I was on the juiced. Medium bodied. Can't tell how carbonated it is. It's not noticeable. It tastes lighter than the beer I had at the theater. But it possibly could have been Rebel Bruiser. I'm going to actually be reviewing this right after I drink this beer. So I will find out rather quickly if that is the case, but there's a lot of bitterness, or there's a fair amount of bitterness, but it's very light and very mild. Not actually at all. I don't know why I said there was a lot. I mean, there is a sharpness, a dryness to it. And I'm pretty sure crisp, clean finish. I mean, it's crisp. I mean, it's not bad. It's a pretty good IPA. I say it's pretty good. It's not great, though. It is worth trying. I don't know. Hopped and balanced. I wouldn't say boldly hopped at 45 IBUs. But I don't know if I would say I'd actually go and get this again. And I do have a soft spot for Sam Adams because, like a lot of other people, this is who got me in to craft beer. And that is the label. It's a pretty cool label. And I know some people have, because I'm seeing pictures of this in can, and I'm sad I couldn't get it canned. Honestly, I get citrus out of it. I do get citrus out of this. It's actually in the finish I get the citrus. Right up front, it's very sharp. I don't get really a crisp, clean finish. It's crisp and sharp up front. And on the finish is more where I get like the citrus, but I don't get anything tropical. There's a hint of tropical in the middle, a hint. It's just that middle is so short in this beer. It goes from that sharp crispness the moment it touches the front of your palate to just a smidge bit of the tropical taste in the middle, and then bam, you're onto that grapefruit, and as soon as that hits, basically, it's gone. I mean, the real noticeable part of this beer is the sharpness at the front. It's got front bitterness, and then the bitterness goes away, the sharpness goes away, a little bit of grapefruit, then that disappears, then a little bit of citrus, although more citrus than the grapefruit, and then that goes away. I completely missed the grapefruit because it was so quick, and it was right after such intense flavor, and then followed by slightly more flavor, but not much, and then just nothing. I mean, pretty much the moment you swallow, it's gone. It's not a bad beer. If this was more of a session beer, it'd be a lot better. But it's not bad. I remember liking Latitude 48 a lot more than I liked this one. What did I rate Latitude 48? They got a 3.4. This one gets a better rating. I gave Latitude 48 a 4-star rating. I don't know if I would say this comes to that. But yeah, this one gets a 3.5 overall. Latitude 48 got a 3.46. Of course, that's very close. That's almost no difference. But I mean, this is easy to drink. It's a very easy drinking IPA, which is not necessarily something you want in an IPA. But I do like that coats the glass. On one side, though. If you can see, there you go. You can see that it just really coats one side. Let's see. Not really. I am a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Way bigger fan of Nebraska. But just football. I don't really care about any other sports. And when this channel actually goes live, because this is my 13th video and I haven't actually gone live yet. I got the channel set up, but I haven't put any videos up. I want to get to about 20 pre-made videos, just so I have content that I can put up at any time. But I do want to try to have at least one video a day go up, not necessarily live, but where I taped it at least relatively recently, and by relatively recently, I prefer that day, but it could be like the day before, because I want this channel to be more interactive. The more I record, the more I talk, the more I am thinking about what I want out of this channel. Like, I want it to be a conversation while we review a beer, you know. of course, we got to review a beer. Uh, but I want there to be a conversation. I want us to get to know each other. I want to have, like, every YouTuber I watch has people that watch them that they know by name. Uh, except for me, because I don't talk to any of the people I watch on YouTube. Which, if that's you, that's fine. I will completely understand because that's how I am. I will just enjoy the shit out of the content and not really talk to them. But I want to be one of those YouTubers where I can be like, oh yeah, this person, we were talking about this, and so this is what we're gonna talk about in this episode or in this video. I guess since I'm on YouTube now, I should talk about who I actually watch on YouTube. My favorite channel, bar none, I am nerdy as hell, okay? My favorite channel, bar none, is Best in Slot. Connor doesn't necessarily put out the most... what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say highest quality, because that could be a slight, as far as, it could imply that he doesn't put out good content, but it doesn't have like production value or anything. Not that it necessarily needs to, because he's a gaming channel. He does mostly dinosaur gaming, and in my opinion, his channel is the best place to go for dinosaur gaming, because the other guy I know of that does it, I think there's a third one that's fairly well known, but the other channel I know I do follow because he's the only one who plays Jurassic World the game, and I like playing that, and I like watching it played, which I gotta get on it here soon. He plays that, and Connor does not anymore, which I understand why Connor doesn't, because if you're gonna run a YouTube channel and play that game on that channel and continually play that game, you're gonna sink a lot of money into that game, and like myself, I understand why Connor doesn't want to sink hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars into that game. I don't remember the other channel, the Gaming Beaver. I am positive he has dumped at least $1,000 into that game. I'm sure they give him free stuff because he's a big content creator for them, but anything else dinosaur related, I watch on Connor's channel. I am a little bit behind right now watching his playthrough of Jurassic World Evolution, because I unfortunately have a life outside of my not really greediness, but my outside of my me time, outside of just doing what the hell I want to do, and that's not a bad thing. But when the only way that sucks is right now I'm like, I think 9 videos behind on his channel. His videos are like 25-30 minutes, so yeah, it's actually his Jurassic World Evolution videos have been about 40 minutes. But yeah, his channel is my favorite. I don't really watch YouTube a whole lot anymore because I try to read. This is what I was actually thinking about talking about in this video, so that might wait until I do Rebel Ruser. But I like to try and do more reading, and I am a writer. I want to actually not necessarily get published, but get my work out there. I have a very hard, and I stress a very hard, rough draft available of one of my novels on Amazon that I gotta pull, because I have pretty much doubled what is in there. Like, that is a very narrow scope of what I want that novel and that series to be. It has ballooned since I did that. There is so much more to it, and for where I get my inspiration, we're not going to go into it. Actually, we'll save that for a different video. Uh, Other YouTuber, we'll talk about YouTube for this one. Other YouTubers that I watch. I watch. Oh, my girlfriend hates his voice, which is why I don't really watch the Gaming Beaver. His voice is very annoying. It's like this all the time. I can't do that. That hurts my ears. And it makes me feel like he's a 12-year-old boy who has not gone through puberty yet. But anyways, I gotta look this up because it's upsetting me that I can't remember. And I hope I'm signed in. I'm using her laptop because my laptop's been fucked for over a year at this point. Has it been? Yeah, it's been over a year. I was a dum-dum, and I wasn't on it in the bathtub, but I had it next to the bathtub, and I was playing music from it. Why I wasn't using... I think that's what I... Why I wasn't using my phone, I don't know. And it was fucking stupid. Oh, I have this one up. Okay. So, I do not have a whoa. Anyways, why I had it, I do not know. I also had a cup of coffee. You know where this is going. Dumped the goddamn cup of coffee on the fucking keyboard. Fried the shit out of it, turned off on me and everything. But, I mean, as mad as I was at the time, I'm not really too upset because I use my phone now to write, and it's much more portable. Whereas before, at that time, I only wrote at home. Now, I could be at work on a break or on my lunch and write. I could be with my girlfriend at one of her appointments for whatever the hell. We won't get into any of that. That's personal. If she's okay with me mentioning anything, then I might, but it is not my business. But if I'm at one of her appointments for whatever the hell, I might write. Anywhere, really. So that's an advantage of using my phone to write. The hell with it. Where's the remote? Because I got YouTube up on my Roku. I've also been watching recently, every once in a while I watch KYR Speedy. He's not one of my favorite channels, but sometimes I do enjoy him as a person. At least his character on YouTube I enjoy. And once in a while I will really get into something, and every once in a while I'll just watch random videos from him. Right now I'm loving the shit out of The Forest. I never watched their season 1 because I never even knew it was a thing. But I'm curious. Before I started watching this second season of The Forest, which I guess the first season ended right before the second season started. I'm curious when the hell the last time I watched a video, and it would have been a one-off video if it'll even show it here. I am currently back 2 months, and I don't think I'm halfway there. I'm going to give up. I also, I said one of my favorite beer review people on YouTube was Greg. Greg's beer reviews. I enjoy watching. By the way, if you notice, I don't sit on the couch. I'm sitting on the floor. I never used to sit on the floor, but this couch, it's great if you want to lean back, But say you want to eat in front of the TV, because I'm a piece of shit and I do that now. I never used to do that. Uh, or really to reach anything on the table. This couch is shit for that. I mean, it was great. It's a free couch. Nothing wrong with a free couch. That's the next thing we're gonna get. We got to pay off a bed at Nebraska Furniture Mart, and then we're gonna get a couch. But so I just started sitting on the floor. And it's not that bad. So I do that for these just because I'm constantly going to drink the beers. By the way, I drink beers so much quicker now because I study them so much more for these reviews, which is incredible. I love it. My second favorite YouTuber is not the channel T Martin, but his second channel is my second most watched channel. Although I haven't watched in a while because I just don't watch YouTube much anymore. But anytime a Grand Theft Auto comes out, I watch. I watched him play through Grand Theft Auto 5 twice. Mostly what I watch anymore from him is his Super Cooper Sundays, which is his dog. Well, that's really all I watch there really anymore. But I do really enjoy his content. And I can understand why his channel is so big and that he averages like 100,000-300,000 views. Ooh. Recently got into Alex Hefner, who I guess he's a hip-hop head, I don't know. But he'll listen to heavy metal songs or rock songs. And sometimes I'm interested. Like, there is a number I haven't watched since he listened to Kill Pop from Slipknot. But I kind of want to I kind of want to watch his video where he was listening to Dying in Your Arms by Trivium. What I really want, Blood and Thunder from Mastodon, Oblivion from Mastodon, Buried Alive by Avenged Sevenfold, and Dragula by Rob Zombie. Music is something we'll get into at some point. It's not this one. I really enjoy Hova, who is he's doing The Forest with KYR Speedy. They're part of a group of people. I really enjoy Massive Beer Reviews, who used to be my second favorite channel, but it just has died for me. Was BOO, his BOO 100. I wish Better Beer Authority wasn't gone. That was a good channel. I like Darwin's beer reviews, but he does other things, and I don't like that necessarily. Like he's got one where he's reviewing White Castle Impossible Burger versus a regular burger. And I don't care about anything like that. If I'm going to go with shitty fast food, it's going to be McDonald's. My girlfriend has a channel. I won't tell you what it is or anything, but she has a channel. And so I should say that's my favorite YouTube channel. Although that's a really weird channel to be your favorite. We won't get into why. Another one of my favorites is actually an author. We'll get into this more when we do the next beer. But Jenna Moresi, one of my favorite authors. And she has an incredible personality. And I am incredibly behind on her videos. I made an attempt a few months ago to get caught up. I mean, because her videos aren't that long. They're 10, 13 minutes. But I was not able to. And I really enjoy watching her videos because they're very helpful for writers. They're, video. If you're not a writer, you might not enjoy her videos. She's charismatic and all that. I enjoy watching Lost in Vegas sometimes. Another one I like is Nobody Epic. He's another one of that group. Used to watch Philip DeFranco with my girlfriend, but then she started watching without me, so I just haven't cared to watch. Another one of that group is Shadow Beats. I enjoy watching his Town of Salem videos sometimes. Sidearms for Reasons. I haven't watched a video on his channel in about 2 years. Let's see. I've also watched all the T. Martin, Trevor Martin. I've also watched all the videos on his Trevin Chell's channel. We might go into all that at some point because that one's a very interesting channel. It's just like him and his girlfriend, you know, doing vacations and whatnot. Anything interesting. But anyways, this video's gone on long enough. Oh, and Zelda Master, which I try to keep up with because I am a big Zelda fan. I don't really care about Hyrule Warriors. I mean, I do, but I have no time whatsoever, so I can't. But I really tried to watch his Breath of the Wild playthrough, and I just couldn't keep up. Anyways, Sam Adams Rebel IPA. I would say I'll probably do a 3.5, which is where Untapped has it. Most of the time, I'm usually a little up from them. Sometimes I'm a little further. I'm never or a little further down. I'm never usually right on where they're at, but I mean it's at 3.51, which basically I'll be right where they're at. It's a lot of noise for you guys. That's might not understand. But I gotta get back up here because I want to watch The Forest when I get done with these reviews. Anyways, yeah, I'll stick with the 3.5. It's worth trying. If you like IPAs that are not incredibly hoppy, it is definitely worth a try. But if you are a hophead and a mild IPA does not do it for you, where I swear Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale is more bitter than this, and I actually want to look that up. It has less IBUs, but somehow much more bitter. But, yeah, if that's your deal, I mean, it's worth a try. Any beer's worth a try. But I would not go out and buy this again. Latitude 48, I enjoy a lot. This one I don't like nearly as much, and they've had this for a few years now. Anyways, thank you for watching. Until next time, Prost.